Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yatha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagunaragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rana Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishikam Vidamscha Om Ajnana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shalakya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Vida Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Baranam Balarka Chilanshidam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Baram Banditam Shivaram Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Shitaram Vanshakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahamananyaya Krishna Prema Pranayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gorachavishe Namah. Before you go up, can you show everyone the deities? Their lordship. Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhariju. And illustrious guest, Sripad Bhakti Kushum Ashram Maharaj. And one selfie of Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj. Well, I don't think he's... You're doing a selfie? Okay. No? Okay. So we're hearing from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Translation and commentary by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And this is Adi-lila Chapter 4, the confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance. Okay. So we'll start with text 146, the fourth. Aparikalita purva kaschamatkharakari swurati mama gariyan esha madhurya pura ayam hamapi hanta priksha yam lubda cheta sarabasam upabhoktum kamaye radikeva, who manifest an abundance of sweetness greater than mine, which has never been experienced before, and which causes wonder to all. Alas, I myself, my mind bewildered upon seeing this beauty, impetuously desire to enjoy it, like Srimati Radharani. This text is from the Lalita Madhava of Srila Rupa Goswami. It was spoken by Lord Krishna when he saw the beauty of his own reflection in a jeweled fountain in Dwarka. So, you can see Krishna is seeing his own reflection in a jeweled fountain in Dwarka, but what's coming to him is not he's not focused on the idea of Krishna as in Dwarka, as Dwarkanath. He's thinking of himself as a cowherd boy. Even though he may be dressed like a prince, he's thinking of himself in relationship with Srimati Radharani as a cowherd boy. Krishna madhur jara ek swabhavika bhav Krishna adinara nari koraye chanchal. The beauty of Krishna has one natural strength. It thrills the heart of all men and women, beginning with Lord Krishna himself. Shravane darshane karshaye sarvaman apana ashwadite Krishna korana jatan. All minds are attracted by hearing a sweet voice and flute, or by seeing his beauty. Even Krishna himself makes efforts to taste that sweetness. E madhuryamrita pana saraje kore, Trishna shanti nahi Trishna bore nirantare. The thirst of one who always drinks the nectar of that sweetness is never satisfied. Rather, that thirst increases constantly. Atripta hoya kore bidira nindan abhidagda bidibalo najane shrijan. Such a person, being unsatisfied, begins to blaspheme Lord Brahma, saying that he does not know the art of creating well and is simply inexperienced. Koti netra nahi-lila sabe dila dui nahate nimesha Krishna ki dekiba mui. He has not given millions of eyes to see the beauty of Krishna. He has given only 2 eyes, and even those eyes blink. How then shall I see the lovely face of Krishna? Only 2 eyes, and these eyes are sometimes not seeing Krishna because they blink. Atati yad bhavan anikananan Shrutir yugayate tvam apashyatam kutila kundalam shri mukham chate jada urikshatam pakma kridrisham. The gopis said, O Lord, when you go to the forest during the day, and we do not see your sweet face, which is surrounded by beautifully curling hair, half a second becomes as long as an entire age for us. And we consider the Creator, who has put eyelids on the eyes we use for seeing you, to be simply a fool. Gopyascha Krishnam upalabhya chirad abhishtam yet prekshane drishishu pakshmad kritam sapanti Drigbir ridikritam alam parirabhya sarvas tadbhavam apur api nitya yudgam durapam. The gopis saw their beloved Krishna at Kurukshetra after a long separation. They secured and embraced him in their hearts through their eyes, and they attained a joy so intense that not even perfect yogis can attain it. The gopis cursed the Creator for creating eyelids that interfered with their vision. So this is the, in the verse of Sikshastika, Mahaprabhu says, Yugaitam nimeshena chakshusha pravrishayitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahename. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj translates that, or explains it, that we are considering even 1 second of separation from you to be more than an eternity. So you can understand that how accentuated is the gopis' viewing and their vision of Krishna, that even for that momentary disturbance caused by the blinking of eyelids, they are very much disturbed and very upset with Lord Brahma, the Creator, for creating eyes that blink. Krishna Valokana Vina Netrafala Amiyan Krishna Valoka Vina Netrafala Nahiyan Jai Jana Krishna Deki Seva. There is no communication. Pardon me. There is no consummation for the eyes other than the sight of Krishna. Whoever sees him is most fortunate indeed. Akshan vatam phalam idam na param vidamma shakya pashun anu viveshayo. Akshan vatam phalam idam na param vidamma Sakya Pashun Anuviveksha Yator Vayashai Vaktram Vrajesha Sutayor Anuvena Venu Jushtam Yarva nipitam anurakta kataksha moksham. The gopi said, O friend, those eyes that see the beautiful faces of the sons of Maharaj Nanda are certainly fortunate. As these two sons enter the forest, Krishna and Balaram, surrounded by their friends, driving the cows before them, they hold their flutes to their mouths and glance lovingly upon the residents of Vrindavan. For those who have eyes, we think there is no greater object of vision. Gopyastapakim macharan yadamusharupam lavanya sharam asamordvam ananyasidam drigbi bibanti anusava binavam durapam ekhanda dhama yashashashriya aishvarasya. The women of Mathura said, what austerities must the gopis have performed? With their eyes they always drink the nectar of the form of Lord Krishna, which is the essence of loveliness and is not to be equaled or surpassed. That loveliness is the only abode of beauty, fame, and opulence. It is self-perfect, ever fresh, and extremely rare. Apurva madhuri krishnera apurva tarabo jahara shavaneman hoy talama. The sweetness of Krishna is unprecedented, and its strength is also unprecedented. Simply by one's hearing of such beauty, the mind becomes unsteady. Krishnera madhurya krishne upajay loba sanyak ashvadite nare mane rohe koba. Krishna's own beauty attracts even Krishna himself, but because he cannot fully enjoy it, his mind remains full of sorrow. Etadatiya hetur kohila bibaran tritiya heturebe shunaha lakan. This is a description of his second desire. Now please listen as I describe the first. So the first desire was to know the glory of Srimati Radharani's love. The second was to be able, these are the reasons for Mahaprabhu coming, the internal reasons, which is mentioned in this chapter, confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance. The first is know the glory of Radharani's love. The second is to taste that sweetness in himself that only she can fully enjoy or taste. In other words, Krishna himself cannot experience his own sweetness and depth. And the third item is to know the happiness which Srimati Radharani experiences when she's in the presence of Krishna, you could say, or tasting his sweetness. And that happiness of hers is beyond comparison with Krishna's own happiness. He is bewildered, cannot know what is the happiness that Radharani experiences. There's an exchange. There's exchange where Krishna's happy, Radharani's happiness greater, his happiness increases, being in the association of Radharani and experiencing her happiness. But her happiness knows no defeat. Ajandani gurai rasara siddhanta swarup gosai matra janena ekanta. The conclusion of rasa is extremely deep. Only Swarup Damodar knows much about it. Jeva keho anya jane seho taha hoite Chaitanya gosar teho ajanta marmajate. Anyone else who claims to know it must have heard it from him. For he was the most intimate companion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopigana prema ruda bhavana vishuddha nirmala prema kabunahikam. The love of the gopis is called Rudabhava. It is pure and spotless. It is not at any time lust. As already explained, the position of the gopis in their loving dealings with Krishna is transcendental. Their emotion is called Rudabhav. Although it is apparently like mundane sex, one should not confuse it with mundane sexual love, for it is pure and unadulterated love of Godhead. Premaiva gopa ramanam kama iti uga agamat pratam iti udhavanayo pi etam vanchanti bhagavat priya. Premaiva gopa ramanam kama iti agamat pratam iti Uravadayopi etam vanchanti bhagavat priya. The pure love of the gopis has become celebrated by the name lust. The dear devotees of the Lord, headed by Sri Uddhava, desired to taste that love. So, great devotees like Uddhava, as we've heard Srila Govinda Maharaj comment, they would not be interested in any mundane affairs of this world, especially between men and women. They would certainly not want to hear about the lusty exchanges between men and women. And yet Uddhava was so much moved by the deep love of the gopis that he desired to take birth as a creeper in Vrindavan just to get the gopis' foot dust. Kama prema dohakar abhina lakan loha ara hema jaiche swarupe vilakan. Lust and love have different characteristics, just as iron and gold have different natures. One should try to discriminate between sexual love and pure love, for they belong to different categories with a gulf of difference between them. They are as different from one another as iron is from gold. Atmendriya priti bhansha tare balinam. Atmendriya priti bhansha tare bolekam. Krishnendriya priti icha dare premanam. The desire to gratify one's own senses is called kama, lust, but the desire to please the senses of Lord Krishna is prema, love. So this is the distinction between lust and love. When one desires to enjoy one's own senses, that is lust. But the desire of prema is, or love, is to satisfy Krishna's. Kamera tapatparya nija sam bhoga kevala Krishna sukha tatparya matra prema taprabala. The object of lust is only the enjoyment of one's own senses, but love caters to the enjoyment of Lord Krishna, and thus it is very powerful. Loka dharma, Veda dharma, Deho dharma, karma, Laja dharya, Deho sukha, Atma sukha marma, Dustyaja aryapata, Nija parijan, Svajane koraye jata, Tarana barsan, Sarvatyaga kore kore, Krishna rabajan, Krishna sukha hetu kore, Prema Sevan. Social customs, scriptural injunctions, bodily demands, fruit of action, shyness, patience, bodily pleasures, self-gratification, and the path of Varnashram Dharma, which is difficult to give up. The gopis have forsaken all these, as well as their own relatives and their punishment and scolding for the sake of serving Krishna. They render loving service to him for the sake of his enjoyment. And no doubt they'll be reprimanded and punished, but they don't care. They're just attracted to Krishna. They can leave whatever household affairs they're engaged in, they can drop them. Just hearing one note of the flute, they'll go to Krishna. Ihake kohiye Krishna drida anurag srachadota bastra jaiche nahi kondag. That is called firm attachment to Krishna. It is spotlessly pure, like a clean cloth that has no stain. Ateva kama preme bahuta antar kama andatama prema nirmala baskar. Therefore, lust and love are quite different. Lust is like dense darkness, but love is like the bright sun. Ateva gopiganer nahi kama ganda Krishna sukha lage matra Krishna se sambandha. Thus there is not the slightest taint of lust in the gopis' love. The relationship with Krishna is only for the sake of his enjoyment. Yat te sujata chananam buruham staneshu bita shanai priya dadimahi karkaseshu tenatavim atasi tadvyatat vyatate nakim shat karpadibir brahman Karpadibir Brahmamati Dir Bavad Ayusham Naha. I'll read that again. Yat te sujata charanam buruham Yate sujata charanam buruham staneshu Bita shanai priya dadimahi karkaseshu tenatavim atasi tad Vyatate na kim svid kurpadi bir brahmati dir bavad ayusham naha. O dearly beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gently on our breast, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about on the forest path. O dearly beloved, your lotus feet are so soft that we place them gently on our breasts, fearing that your feet will be hurt. Our life rests only in you. Our minds, therefore, are filled with anxiety that your tender feet might be wounded by pebbles as you roam about on the forest path. So the gopis are feeling like this. They're always thinking of Krishna and concerned for his well-being. Atma shuka duke gopir nahika bichar Krishna sukha hetu cheshta mano vyavahar. Now a materialist, he would hear that description and he would think, how can this not be lust? They're saying that because your feet are maybe hurt by pebbles, therefore we comfort them by placing them on our breasts. Now that would seem in the modern world, this kind of expression, would be subject. It seems like purely sexual. But what we're hearing from Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is that this is not motivated by the desire that the gopis, will enjoy. It is motivated by their concern for Krishna. Yeah. But at the same time, as we've also heard, when these dealings are going on, there is, both Krishna and the gopis, they're happy. It's not like this is done with a mood of just stoicism, but rather there's happiness. And that's what Mahaprabhu also wants to experience, the happiness of Srimati Radharani. Atma sukha duke gopir nahika bichar, Krishna sukha hetu cheshta mano vyavahar. The gopis do not care for their own pleasures or pains. All their physical and mental activities are directed toward offering enjoyment to Krishna. Krishna lagi arasab kore parityag, Krishna sukha hetu kore shuddha anurag. They renounced everything for Krishna. They have pure attachment to giving Krishna pleasure. Evam mad arto jita lokaveda svanam hi vo mai anu vrittaye bala maya paroksham bhajatanti rohitam masuyitum marhata tat priyam priya. O my beloved gopis, you have renounced social customs, scriptural injunctions, and your relatives for my sake. I disappeared behind you only to increase your concentration upon me. Since I disappeared for your benefit, you should not be displeased with me. This text from Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Krishna when he returned to the arena of the Rasa Lila. Krishnera pratigya ek ache purva hoite, say jai che baje Krishna tare baje taiche. Sri Krishna has a promise from before to reciprocate with his devotees according to the way they worship him. So this is what follows, is spoken by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, and it refers to, a mutual exchange. As they surrender to me, I reward them accordingly. In other words, as they come towards me, I also go towards them. But there is a point here, a very strong point being made by Krishnadas Kaviraj. Sri Krishna has a promise from before to reciprocate with his devotees according to the way they worship him. Yeyatam mam prapadyante tamstataiva bhajamiyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. In whatever way my devotees surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Prita. Spoken to Arjuna. Say pratigya bhanga hoila gopira bhajane tahate pramana Krishna say mukha bhachane. That promise has been broken by the worship of the gopis, as Lord Krishna himself admits. Na parayeham niravadya samyujam swasadu krityam vibhurayushapiva yamabhajam durjaya geha shringala sambrishcha tadva pratiyatu sadhuna. O gopis, I am not able to repay my debt for your spotless service, even within a lifetime of Brahma. Your connection with me is beyond reproach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties, which are difficult to break. Therefore, please let your own glorious deeds be your compensation. So, here Krishna, previously, Yeyatamam prapadyante tamsta daiva bhajamiyaham. Krishna says, I'll reciprocate with my devotees. As they come forward to me, I will also approach them. But here, in this verse, Krishna said of the gopis' worship, na parayeham niravadya samyuja swasadu krityam vibhudayushapiva yamabhajam durjaya geha shrinkala sambrishya tadva pratiyatu sadhuna. He's saying, Krishna himself is saying, I am indebted to you. He's saying that to the gopis. I am indebted to you. You have what you have surrendered, everything, your family connections, social customs, everything. I am not able to I'm not able to reciprocate because you are so exceptional and so, so deep in your desiring my satisfaction that this kind of attitude, mood, devotion is unequaled, cannot be equal, cannot be surpassed, and I cannot properly repay you. Therefore, please be satisfied with your own immaculate, deep service. O gopis, I am unable to repay my debt for your spotless service, even within a lifetime of Brahma. Your connection with me is beyond reproach. You have worshipped me, cutting off all domestic ties, which are difficult to break. Therefore, please let your glorious deeds be your compensation. Tabe ye dekiye gopera nija dehi prita sehota krishnera lagi jamia nischita. Now, whatever affection we see the gopis show for their own bodies, know it for certain to be only for the sake of Lord Krishna. Whatever they're doing, they're decorating their bodies, whatever activities they're doing, it is all focused on the satisfaction of Krishna. E deho koilunami Krishna samarpan taradana tara iha samboga sadan. The gopis think, I have offered this body to Krishna. He is its owner, and it brings him enjoyment. E deho darshana sparshe Krishna santoshan e lage kore dehera marjana bhushan. Krishna finds joy in seeing and touching this body. It is for this reason that they cleanse and decorate their bodies. Nijangamapiya gopyo mameti samupasate tabya param name parta niguda prema bhajanam. O Arjuna, there are no greater receptacles of deep love for me than the gopis who cleanse and decorate their bodies because they consider them mine. Ara ekat bhuta gopi bhavera svabhava budera gocharanahe jahara prabhava. There's another wonderful feature of the emotion of the gopis. Its power is beyond the comprehension of the intelligence. Gopigan kori jabe Krishna darshan sukha bansha nahi sukha hoy koti gun. When the gopis see Krishna, they derive unbounded bliss, although they have no desire for such pleasure. Gopika darshane Krishna jayananda hoy taha hoite koti guna gopi ashvadoy. The gopis taste a pleasure 10 million times greater than the pleasure Krishna derives from seeing them. Tasavarnahi nija sukha anuroda tatapi budhaye sukha parila viroda. The gopis have no inclination for their own enjoyment, and yet their joy increases. That is called a contradiction. So the gopis' enjoyment is increasing, always increasing, yet they themselves are not interested in that enjoyment, and they make no endeavors for it. E viroder ekmatra deki samadan gopikara sukha Krishna sukhe paryabasan. For this contradiction I see only one solution. The joy of the gopis lies in the joy of their beloved Krishna. Gopika darshane Krishnera bore prafulata e madhurya bare jara nahika sama. Gopika darshane Krishnera bare prafulata se madhurya bare jara nahika samata. When Sri Krishna sees the gopis, his joy increases, and his unparalleled sweetness increases also. Amara darshane Krishna paila eta sukh E suke gopir prafula angamuk. The gopis think, Krishna has obtained so much pleasure by seeing me. That thought increases the fullness and the beauty of their faces and bodies. Gopi Shobha Deki Krishna Loba Barijat Krishna Shabda Krishna Shobha Deki Gopir Soba Baritata Gopi Sabak Deki Krishna Krishna Shobha Barijat Krishna Shobha Deki Gopir Sabha Baritat. The beauty of Sri Krishna increases at the sight of the beauty of the gopis, and the more the gopis see Krishna, the more the gopis see Krishna's beauty, the more their beauty increases. The beauty of Krishna increases at the sight of the beauty of the gopis, and the more the gopis see Krishna's beauty, the more their beauty increases. So this is like very dynamic. Just by seeing the beauty of Krishna, the gopis' beauty increases, and the more the beauty of Krishna increases at the sight of the beauty of the gopis. By seeing the gopis' beauty, Krishna's own beauty increases. And as Krishna's beauty increases, the gopis' beauty increases even more. So you can see it's getting greater and greater. E mata paraspara pare huda hudi paraspara bare keho muka nahi muri. In this way a competition takes place between them in which no one acknowledges defeat. Kintu Krishner sukha hoy gopi rupa gane. Kintu Krishner sukha hoy gopi rupa gune. Tara suke sukha bridhi hoye gopi gane. Krishna, however, derives pleasure from the beauty and good qualities of the gopis, and when the gopis see his pleasure, the joy of the gopis increases. Ateva se sukha Krishna sukha poshe e hetu gopi premina hikama doshe. Therefore we find that the joy of the gopis nourishes the joy of Krishna. For that reason the fault of lust is not present in their love. Because their only desire is to increase Krishna's happiness, and they don't have any desire for their personal enjoyment. Upetya-pati sundari tatibhir abhir abhyarchitam smitan kura karmam bitar natad apanga bangi shama. Upetya-pati sundari tatibhir abhir abhyarchitam smitan kura karam bitar natad apanga bangi shatai stanastavaka sancharan nayana chanchari kanshalam vraje vijayinam vaje vipina deshata keshavam. I worship Lord Keshava. Coming back from the forest of Vraja, he is worshipped by the gopis who mount the roofs of their palaces, and meet him on the path with 100 manners of dancing glances and gentle smiles. The corners of his eyes wander like large black bees around the gopis' breasts. Are gopi premer svabhavika china che prakare hoy prema kama gandahina. There is another natural symptom of the gopis' love that shows it to be without a trace of lust. Gopi preme kore Krishna madhurya pushti Madhurye Bharaya Prema Hoya Mahatushti. The love of the gopis nourishes the sweetness of Krishna. That sweetness in turn increases their love, for they are greatly satisfied. The love of the gopis nourishes the sweetness of Krishna. That sweetness in turn increases their love, for they are greatly satisfied. Priti Vishaya Nande Tad Ashraya Nanda Tata Nahi Nijasukha Vanshara Sambhoga. No, pardon me. Prati Vishaya Priti Vishaya Nande Tad Ashraya Nanda Taha Nahi Nijasukha Vanchara Sambandha. The happiness of the abode of love is the happiness of the object of that love. This is not a relationship of desire for personal enjoyment, personal gratification. Okay. Nirupari prema jaha taha eriti prati vishaya suke ashrayara priti nija premanande Krishna sevananda bhare se anandera prati bhaktera hoy mahakrode. Whenever there is unselfish love, that is its style. The reservoir of love derives pleasure when the lovable object is pleased. When the pleasure of love interferes with the service of Krishna, the devotee becomes angry towards such ecstasy. So I'm going to stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue from this point. His pastimes are very deep. This fourth chapter is very confidential, as it says, confidential reasons for the Lord's appearance. We'll ask Ashram Maharaj, please sing Hari Haraya.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama
Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudana
Gandharvika Giridharaju ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Kushum Ashram Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramana Bharavajaka Charya Shtadhara Sadashishimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramansa Paravajaka Charya Shtadhara Sadashishimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Rupanuga Guru Marga ki jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhadra Dasharagana Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Dharamsiko Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad ki jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Shri Navadeep Dham ki jai. Shri Mayapur ki jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Goladeep ki jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Soquel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram ki jai. Ganga Devi ki jai. Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kuna Radha Kunda Kulindi Yamuna Jo ki jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Tirobab Mahotsav ki jai. The divine disappearance day of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Sri Jayanta Krishna Prabhu ki jai. Sri Jayananda Prabhu ki jai. Sri Madhavananda Prabhu ki jai. Sri Dai Govinda Prabhu ki jai. Sharanangi Didi ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. All the eastern and western devotees ki jai. All the Vaishnava viewers ki jai. Gaur Brahmanande Adi-lila. Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj ki